Hello YouTube, long time no see. Just come back to my local woods. Now for those of you who do watch the channel, or did watch the channel when I was making regular videos, just letting you know I am still alive. Just really haven't had the the time and inclination to keep making videos, and rather than just fitting them in here and there, I'd rather sort of do it properly when I'm ready, if I'm ever ready again. But I did want to do a quick one today because I managed to get out for like an hour or two, just spend a bit of time in the woods. Thought I should make a little video just to say I'm still here. I might make more. There's plenty of reviews and bits and pieces that I still need to do, so it's not over yet. But you know, squeezing it in around life isn't easy. I'm going to find a spot and just have a brew and just chill. I've bought my hammock just to chill out. Right, this will do, this spot will do. So it's about 4 metres between the trees, should be alright. This woods isn't the best actually for setting up a hammock. It's not bad, but it's not the best because a lot of the trees have got quite a bit of girth on them, and then they're spaced out quite a bit. So you tend to sort of run out of straps, run out of length on your hammock. Oh, actually this is not a very good place. There's this tree leaning up. I'm sure it'll be fine, but I think I'll move. I don't want that falling on my head. So I actually came up with a theme for this video, which was good because you need to have some sort of theme, not just I'm going for the woods for a brew. I was actually going to see, can you do a proper Moka pot coffee on a little BCB stove, which probably someone's done it before, but I just wanted to see myself, will it work, how easy is it? And I forgot quite an important thing really, the Moka pot. How are you supposed to brew coffee in a Moka pot without a Moka pot? So it's going to have to be Cowboy coffee, which I've never done before either. So the theme of the video is, do I like Cowboy coffee, or do you just end up eating loads of bits of coffee? Let's find out. So this is the Fire Dragon version of the BCB stove, with the Fire Dragon solid fuel. It's like a gel fuel. Some people love it, some people hate it, and that's what I'm going to use. So I put a fairly large spoon of coffee in there. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to do it. I mean, if you just put it in after, it's not going to brew, is it? So there we go, we're on the go. And then when it boils, I'll just turn it off, give it a mix. Then you have to wait for the coffee to sink down, I believe, so you're not eating the coffee. And then we'll see how it is. But for now, I'm going to rig up the hammock while that's boiling. By the way, this is also a test of how good a video can I make just leaving the house with just my phone. No microphones, not that I really use them much, no tripods, none of that, because that's what makes me go, I'm going out, can I be bothered to make a video? I should do, but I've got to look through the batteries, the GoPro, make everything to charge, get a tripod. People in my house, well, the missus moves things around, I can never find anything. It's kind of hassle. So how good a video, because obviously it's, even without a tripod, I kind of could have bought a tripod, but I purposely thought, let's try not even having a tripod, because some people do make YouTube, some people, successful YouTubers, make videos just with their phone and that's it. But maybe they've got wildly entertaining personalities, I don't know. But another theme for the video, give it a go. Real basic filming equipment, just like a mid-range smartphone. It's not a fancy iPhone, nothing like that. See what I can do. Okay guys, well, to answer that question, probably not very good. I got this is my setup. First of all, it's quite difficult to find a decent hang here. It's because I have one fat tree and one thin tree, and too much distance or something. But wrapping it around twice there and then twice there, or once there and twice there, I've tried every combination, but eventually I had to tie my own little quick release knot there to get the right length. But anyway, this is the moment of truth. Oh yeah, and I couldn't make a very good time lapse. I tried to make a time lapse, and when I looked back, it was just my head. So that's a fail. But yeah, moment of truth. Tried this Cowboy coffee. I got some sugar in there as well. I'm gonna put some of that in it. Let's see how we go. See, we do these things to learn, so I've just put the sugar in there and then realised now I've got to stir it again, which is going to kick up all the coffee again. But to be fair, it's probably too hot to drink, so that's not a bad thing. It just means to stir it and let it cool down a bit more so I can drink it. But yeah, lesson learned. That's why we have to come and try these things, so that next time we know what to do. I think I have shown this on the last camp that I did, but this is little Helicontex. I can't actually remember what it's called now. It was a Helicontex, like little sort of pouch, basics pouch kind of thing. That's what I use for a brew kit now. I really like it, actually. You can just sling it over your shoulder or put it in your bag if you've got space. And I don't know if I've shown you my latest setup, because I can't remember if I actually used it on a camp yet, if I got it already, and then obviously I just haven't been out to do a camp yet. But I got an extra pouch. I'll do a separate video on it. But I got an extra pouch that straps to the front of my Highlander bag for the British Army Basher, or I can also fit the DD tarp in it. Basically it's a tarp pouch. So I like to just have a dedicated pouch that I can just stuff into. Because I realise I don't like... It's a bit annoying after camping when you have to like fold everything up neatly. People do say the folds over and over again in the same place can create weak points as well. So I just like to stuff. So to have a nice big pouch, you can just stuff your tarp in, try and leave the important sort of ridgeline bits or whatever you want first at the top, so you can just pull it out and it's ready. It's a good little system. The side pouch is a little bit small for the DG tarp and the British Army Basher. You could probably fit them, but it's a really tight squeeze, so I've got that extra pouch and that frees up the side pockets for other bits and pieces. So that's my new setup. I'll show you when I pack away, but I'll do a separate video to show what I'm kind of thinking now, what my system is. And one of those side pouches can be used for the British Army Basher, which, sorry, not the Basher, bivvy bag, which does fit in the side pocket perfectly well if you roll it up. So it's getting that kit together to make it a nice little compact, easy system. And I think I've finally got there. Right, I'll save you a close-up of my hairy arse mouth drinking it, because that would just be disgusting, those slurping sounds. So I'll just tell you, I took a sip and it's actually alright. It's not a bad coffee. I'm sure when I get down to the bottom I'm going to end up with bits of coffee in my mouth, but all you'd need is a little filter, and you could, you know, filter it into another vessel. I think that's probably the easiest way to make real coffee out in the woods. I'll give you a little glimpse of the woods, by the way, whilst we're here. It's quite sunny at the moment. It's quite nippy, but it's warmer than I think it has been the last couple of days. And again, this is the really quiet end of the woods. It's quite nice around here. Yeah, not the strongest of coffees. I was surprised. I thought it'd be stronger, but not the weakest, and tastes alright. So yeah, without a tripod, it's kind of like you've really got two angles. This, like face right in the bloody camera, or just facing out, filming stuff. But then you need at least one hand to film. You can balance things precariously. There's not really much around here I can do it on. I tried it with the time lapse and it just didn't work. I just ended up, because you can't really see what you're filming until you start it. But I guess stripping it back from all the equipment is pretty good if you kind of have something to talk about, something to explain. I've often thought making more videos talking about, not really necessarily politics, but a kind of bit philosophy, I guess. And I have talked about paganism a bit in videos before, and one of them was like a really popular video. Well, I wouldn't say a really popular video, but the people that did watch it expressed that they really liked it. So I should probably do something a bit more like that, but it's like one of those things where you have all these ideas, and then when you come to actually do it, you're like, oh, I can't think of anything. So it's getting back into the swing of things. It's because I'm not consistent with YouTube. You kind of, you have to build that skill, and then you forget it again. So, but I thought at least I need to try and get out more, even if it's just for an hour or two, to just chill in the woods. There's so much going on in life. Things that I won't even get into, but with work and with your kid, and like appointments, and remembering all these different things, and mortgage rates have gone up, and yada yada, all the usual bullshit that most of you can probably understand if you're in your sort of 30s, 40s, whatever. And just I haven't done this in ages. Just come out into the woods and just sit here by myself. If it weren't for filming this, I wouldn't even be talking. I'd just literally just be sitting here in silence and enjoying it, which is what I'm going to do now, I think. And then I'll film again when I pack up and show you my bag before I leave and stuff. But it's only going to be a short video, nothing much to it. But yeah, just chilling in the woods, away from everything, not having to think about anything. It's nice. Graceful. I could lay there for ages, but it's a bit cold because I don't have an under blanket or an under quilt, whatever you want to call it. I think that's the last essential bit of equipment that I actually need, and then I can hammock camp. I've got all my tent stuff, I've got my bivvy and basher stuff, so all systems are complete. And then I can hammock camp in the cold weather, which I haven't really done. I've done it in cool weather, and if you look back at my other videos with like a wool blanket underneath me and stuff, but it just wasn't really warm enough. So before I pack away, yeah, this is kind of where I am with this now. So this is the where is it? Highlander Forces 44. So it's like the Highlanders sort of military style stuff. It's a pretty good little pack, for a sort of one-nighter. And I've strapped on this bag. I'll put the actual proper name of this, but it's a Viper. I think it's called a stuffer pouch. Stuffer bag or stuffer pouch. And I'll put the details up, because like I said, I'm really bad at remembering stuff, but I remember it's quite cheap for what it is, and it's the only one I found that's reasonable pricing is actually a stuffer pouch. It's like meant for just stuffing things in, especially like a tarp or something. It's perfect. It's got the molly on the back, so I've mollied it on the front, nice and secure. Does mean that it's not easy release, but I'll just leave it on there. And then it's got this elastic on the front, which just binds it all, and I suppose you could stuff something else in there if you wanted to. And then drawstring. Pretty simple little pouch. Is exactly what I wanted. It fits the British Army basher easily, with a little bit of room extra, so it's not really tight. And you can fit the DD 3x3 in there as well, the standard 3x3, no problem at all. These little pouches, I mean, I could take them or leave them. That's the size of a gas mask bag. I've got like my pegs and stuff in there, and just some little medical stuff, or I can't remember, toothpaste I think, something like that, hand gel, alcohol hand gel. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of just little extras, handy to have. But these side pouches, the important thing. So that's where I put my British Army bivvy bag. It fits nicely in there with a little bit of extra room for anything else. And then in there at the moment I've just got a little shovel and a sit mat, but you could put your extra little bits and pieces in there, your food maybe, your food kit. The main pouch I reserve for sleeping bag and big stuff, and then in the top I normally have like a Ziploc bag with my ablutions, or whatever you want to call it, my tissues and toothpaste and bits and pieces like that. I've got my fire pouch in there as well at the moment. Fire starting kit. But that's not the full setup, because I've got the bungee cords on the top. I've got straps which I'll put on myself on the bottom. So So you can put a roll mat or whatever underneath. I'll do another video where I go into more detail, but yeah, I'm not using them today because I'm not kipping out in the woods tonight, obviously. All packed up, nothing left. Off we go. So I was kind of down there in the woods a bit, but just as the path comes down here, it takes you into this clearing right in the middle of the woods, big open area. Yeah, getting a bit cold just sort of sitting around. I didn't come prepared for that really. Would have bought more layers and stuff if I was camping. So, but and sort of kept moving, chopping wood and stuff. That keeps you warm. But yeah, nice little jaunt into the woods. Like I say, life gets in the way. Haven't been making videos. Was unsure, you know. I wasn't going to push myself. I was just going to sort of see if it happens. It happens. And here we are. But finding time to, you know, come into the woods, get all your gear ready, then you've got to edit the video and upload it, and it's not just as easy as people think it is. It's hard enough finding time just to actually do a camp, which I haven't done in ages. Really need to get out and do a camp. Part of a little WhatsApp group now, where there's a few of us in it, and they're all up for it, and you know they have been, and I just haven't been able to, and yeah, it's a bit annoying really, because finally found some people to go camping with, and and I can't go, or haven't gone for whatever reason. And I've been getting back into doing some martial arts again, because I just needed that headspace of getting out, working my body, moving, using my brain and my body, and keeping fit in a way that's a bit more interesting than going to the gym. And I kind of pushed myself to focus on that for quite a while now. So I suppose that's taken over a bit as well, but that's just mostly during the week, some Saturday mornings. When it comes to coming out for a camp at night, it's just, you know, just hasn't happened. I've sort of I've been doing things, spending time with my family. I don't really want to leave the missus and the boy on their own all the time, and then also, since all this COVID stuff, been sort of a bit run down and ill a lot of the time, which I never ever used to get ill. And part of me, not a conspiracy theorist, not an anti-vaxxer, but part of me really honestly thinks it's a vaccine. I only had COVID once, it wasn't that bad. My mum's had COVID, 4 vaccines, and she's had COVID 4 times. People were like, oh yeah, but it would have been worse if you didn't have the vaccine. Well, how do you fucking know? Prove it. Prove that it would have been worse. So the latest sort of, you know, the claim that they reluctantly settled on in the end is that the vaccines don't stop it, it just makes it more mild. Which is a claim that, I mean, you can't really prove or disprove, so it's a perfect claim really, isn't it? Because nobody can disprove it, but they can't prove it either. It's just neither here nor there. It's just very wishy-washy. And what we do know is that the vaccines have made a lot of people ill, and killed people even. And I don't know if it's partly because of that, but yeah. So that's been, some weekends it's just been like, I don't feel, I'm knackered, you know. It gets to the weekend, I'm a bit run down. I'm not going to go and sleep in the woods for the night and in the cold and make myself feel even worse. But I think things are getting better, and I think we're going to have a camp coming on. I don't know, I need to speak to the group and see where they're at. They probably think I'm just like, I don't know, bullshit. I'm not actually up for it. I am up for it. Just sorry guys, you know, I haven't been able to do it, but yeah. Today it sort of made me realise how much I do like getting out in the woods, getting out in nature and stuff. But anyway, coming to car park now near the woods, near the top of the woods where I come in. So that's pretty much it, guys. I didn't waffle too much, but for those of you who did follow me, you know, at least you know where the channel stands now. And I suppose that next video is going to have to be about the bag. I'll try and show you my setup for the bag, and then it'll make more sense when I actually do a camp. You see what I'm using and how it goes. But until then, yeah, spring's on its way. The bluebells will be here soon. See all the green shoots sticking out. And thanks for watching. See you soon.